steady, things like that. You can always let the family services counselors know for us to talk with them and provide more education on how to help make sure that the baby is being supported properly to prevent any kind of head or neck injuries. So something we talk to clients about is just being selective about their caregivers. Put the child down if they're feeling angry or frustrated. Use the coping skills they're working on or the plan that they've come up with their counselors or their family services counselors. Putting their child in a safe area, and then go seek out staff, and then call someone. And so they also have, there's helplines and crisis nurseries and all these other things that children can go to. Family services counselors also work with clients before discharge on having a safety plan in place. So if they are ever feeling overwhelmed when they leave Wayside and they need support, they also have either community resources or family and friends already in place to support them if they need it. Any questions on Shaken Baby or pediatric abuse of head trauma and prevention? In terms of how this might affect our staff, if we're noticing parents feeling overly, or they're seemingly overly overwhelmed, frustrated, they have a history of maybe violence of any sort, we might want to check in with them. They likely, in those situations, they probably already have some kind of de-escalation plan. So checking in with them, seeing how they're doing, seeing if they're wanting to utilize a break, and having their children get picked up to prevent anything. So as staff, we just kind of want to know, we know our clients when they seem to be more in a state of crisis or needing support than on a typical day. So just checking in with them. So child emergency plans, they're in place for a few reasons. One, if there's a true emergency where they're unable to physically or mentally care for their child. So we're going to use that child emergency plan. And sometimes we can also utilize that plan as a form for staff to know that if mom is needing a break and they have child protection in their life, that staff know that these people in the emergency plan are pre-approved to pick up the child. Are there any specific questions on our child emergency plans? Okay.
Hey guys.
So I mentioned some of these things as I went through the presentation, but how we work with parents. We use Ripple, our rules, as a way to help prevent anything from happening to a child. We will work with them on parenting supervision agreements if they are not supervising their children. Like there's a pattern of them supervising but loosely, and they're needing some support around keeping up to those expectations. We do those child safe sleep reviews to make sure that we can prevent any co-sleeping or prevent any habits from continuing regarding unsafe sleep practices. We do education prevention and talk to them about possible outcomes about these topics. We provide them resources. And we also can do co-parenting sessions as well. So partners or other people caregiving also know the risks of pediatric abuse of head trauma, bath safety, safe sleep, all those topics. Any questions? Any common things that come up for you guys on these topics that you have questions about or thoughts on? Okay. If anybody wants a copy of these slides or the videos I've mentioned that go with these topics, let me know and I can send them to you.